Late change for Lions. Fitness test fallout. A surprising twist for the Lions as a key player misses fitness test. 2. Finlay Bealham. Rugby Pass rated him 4 to 10. He was outperformed at scrum time more often than a white shirt facing a stubborn bolognese stain. His performance in contact was not much better as he lost possession and ground. Although he has had a commendable tour overall, this particular match was not his best. Planet Rugby gave him a score of 3 to 10. In the first half, he was clearly outmatched by Linton Lely during scrums. By the time he exited the field in the 51st minute, he had already given away 3 penalties and was largely absent in open play. While it was challenging at scrum time without Ryan's presence, he needed to perform at a higher level. Unless there's an injury, this may mark the end of his tour. Balls rated him 4 to 10. He struggled significantly in the scrum, conceding 3 penalties within the first 40 minutes. His carries made little impact, although he did manage to complete 4 tackles. Ruck scored him 5.5 to 10. He charged into a ruck off his feet, leading to a penalty against him in the 28th minute as Seru Uru fought past the Connacht prop. He was overwhelmed at a scrum in the 33rd minute, resulting in a scrum penalty for Linton Lely. Verdict: this match served as a harsh reminder that strong tour performances do not always carry over into crucial games. Bealham conceded both ground and penalties, appearing far from the standard expected at the test level. 3. Henry Pollock. The Telegraph rated him 5.5 to 10. His standout moment was an early altercation with Uru, followed by a turnover at the end. Otherwise, he was relatively quiet. What began as a promising tour has unfortunately lost its spark. Balls gave him a score of 6 to 10. He had a very subdued first half. He stepped back from a couple of scrums when he was needed to hold his ground. He did engage in a few minor scuffles. The Irish Times rated him 6 to 10. He secured a crucial breakdown penalty late in the game, won several lineouts, and even got in the face of the opposition on one occasion. However, he was less impactful than usual in the unfamiliar position of number 8. Verdict: his initial aggression against Uru caught attention, but his influence quickly diminished. A single late turnover does not compensate for a match spent largely in the background. It seems his chance to wear the Lions jersey may be slipping away. What do you think? Do you agree with these ratings? How do you feel about the players' performances? Share your thoughts in the comments. Andy Farrell confirms squad departures ahead of Lions tests. Here's the big move no one saw coming. Andy Farrell, the man in charge of the British and Irish Lions, has just shaken up his roster with immediate effect, and some players won't be sticking around for the next matches. On July 23rd, 2025, Farrell confirmed he's cutting several recent call-ups, sending them back home just days before the second and third tests against Australia. This isn't just routine trimming. It's a bold strategy shift with major implications. But here's where it gets controversial. Many fans are already questioning whether Farrell's decisions will pay off under pressure, especially with the Wallabies set to bring back key players like Rob Valetini and Will Skelton. And this is the part most people miss. Farrell's changes aren't just about fitness or form. They're about reshaping the team's identity for what could be a series-deciding clash. Owen Farrell, the legendary kicker, was named on the bench, while others like Ringrose had to withdraw due to injury. Meanwhile, the All Blacks' rising stars are creating waves back in New Zealand, and the Wallaroos are prepping for their own Rugby World Cup journey. So who do you think should have stayed or gone? Drop your thoughts below, because Farrell's choices are sparking a firestorm of debate. And if you're new to the Lions story, here's the lowdown. This is high-stakes rugby at its finest, where every decision can tip the scales. Read more on Ruck to catch the full breakdown, or dive into the latest updates from Rugby Pass and The Guardian for the inside scoop on how the teams are shaping up. British and Irish Lions versus Wallabies. Second test preview and key changes. The British and Irish Lions are facing a pivotal moment as they prepare for their second test against the Wallabies in Melbourne. With the series hanging in the balance, the Lions are grappling with significant disruptions, while the Wallabies are bolstered by the return of key players. This match is not just another game. It's a chance for the Lions to secure an early series victory, or for Australia to mount a comeback, that could lead to a decisive third test. Next week, the Lions could either celebrate a rare series whitewash or find themselves in a tense situation if Australia manages to bounce back. Coaches Andy Farrell and Joe Schmidt have finalised their lineups, and now it's up to the players to deliver on the field. Key changes in the Lions squad. Starting lineup adjustments. Bundy Aki, Ollie Tessam and Andrew Porter have been named to start, while Owen Farrell, Jack Morgan and Blair Kinghorn will provide support from the bench. Selflessness on display. Gary Ringrose, who was initially selected to play, has withdrawn due to a recurrence of concussion symptoms. This decision highlights his selflessness, especially considering he has yet to play in a Lions test. Injury impact. Joe McCarthy, a standout performer, is sidelined with a foot injury, leading to Chesham stepping into a crucial role alongside Maro Itoje in the lock position. The challenge ahead. The Lions had a strong showing in Brisbane, leading 24-3 at one point, but their performance dipped in the second half, resulting in a narrow 8-point victory. This raises questions about the impact of the recent changes on their ability to clinch the series against the Wallabies team eager to prove themselves. Wallabies power play. The return of Will Skelton and Rob Valetini to the Australian lineup is a game changer. Their physical presence in the forward pack will significantly enhance Australia's performance, especially in the contact areas. Skelton is known for his size and strength, while Valetini has been recognised as a top player in Australia. The MCG factor. The Melbourne Cricket Ground, MCG, adds another layer of excitement to this match. With a capacity of up to 100,000 fans, the atmosphere is expected to be electric. The MCG is not just a venue, it's a revered side to the world of sports, often referred to as the greatest stadium in the world. If the Wallabies can't rise to the occasion here, it raises the question of where they can. The stakes are high, as the Lions prepared for what they described as potentially the biggest game of their lives. Farrell and Captain Itoje emphasised the importance of this match. Farrell stated, "It matters because it's a huge, huge game. I honestly believe the biggest game we've all been involved in." Itoje echoed this sentiment, highlighting that these matches are what players live for, filled with opportunity to create lasting memories. Conclusion. The stage is set for an unforgettable clash. Will the Lions maintain their momentum, or will the Wallabies leverage their home advantage to turn the tide? As fans eagerly await the kickoff, the anticipation builds. What are your thoughts on the changes made by the Lions? Do you think they will impact the outcome of the match? Share your opinions in the comments.